when we are with someone we love, we may wonder whether there is a way to be even closer. You may be thinking of trying to develop a psychic connection with your spouse or partner. In this article, we will talk about the benefits and disadvantages of developing a psychic connection, and some suggestions for how to go about doing so, and you will probably want to read our guide to developing psychic powers, too. Do you really want a psychic connection? A psychic connection may seem like the ultimate in closeness. It's intimate. The same kind of intimacy you feel when you do meditation as a couple. The idea of a romantic psychic connection has an almost fairy tale ring to it, but there are drawbacks as well. You may want to consider if a psychic connection is what you really want. Do you really want to feel what other people feel? With that in mind, let us look at the pros and cons. Benefits to a psychic connection. One of the chief benefits to a psychic connection is a deep feeling of closeness with your partner, as mentioned by numerology sign. With a psychic connection, you will be able to feel the bond with your partner on an almost physical level. You will be able to sense each other's thoughts and emotions without having to use words. There is a deep understanding of the other person that is possible only with a psychic connection. A psychic connection can also be beneficial to you and your partner, becoming true companions on a spiritual journey. By opening yourself up to another person, you are practicing opening yourself up to the divine. There is a deep joy and bliss that can come from the closeness of such a bond. Disadvantages to a psychic connection. There are some drawbacks to a psychic connection as well. To begin with, a psychic bond is real, and while it can transmit love and joy, it can also convey pain and sorrow. If you have a connection with someone, you will be able to feel their emotions, and sometimes physical pain as your own. The other main drawback is that, with a psychic connection, disharmony and conflict are much more difficult to bear. If you are at odds with each other, you will not be able to function until you reconcile. Also, if the time comes when you want to part with each other, once made, a connection is not easily broken. Even if you are together for life, when one of you passes, it will be that much harder for the surviving partner to bear. Times that you should not seek a psychic connection. Psychic connections are powerful, but they will not fix everything in a relationship. You should not seek a psychic connection under the following circumstances. You are in an abusive relationship, physically or emotionally, such as with someone who is gaslighting you. You want a psychic connection to fix a troubled relationship. You do not want a permanent commitment with the other person. You may also want to exercise caution if one or both of you have mental health challenges, or if one or both of you have a painful physical condition. The reason for this is that with a psychic connection, you will likely feel each other's emotional, and possibly physical, pain. If you have a psychic connection with someone who is abusive or troubled, you should think about gently breaking the connection. How to develop a psychic connection. If you want one. If you have decided that you do want a psychic connection, here are some suggestions for how to go about developing one. Spend a lot of time together to develop your connection. It helps to spend a lot of time together. Psychic connections grow along with an emotional bond, and as the two of you are together more, the connection should get closer. You can try some positive exercises for couples to help with this. It is essential that the time you spend with your partner is quality time. For example, sitting around and watching television together won't help you develop a psychic bond. Even worse would be both of you doing separate things. Even if you are in the same room, spend time talking with each other and listening to each other. Perhaps do projects working together. Shared vacations and leisure activities will also deepen the bond between you. Thinking about each other when you are not together. When you are not together physically, you may want to try to reach out to each other psychically. For example, when you are at work, think about each other and try to connect. If you do this, you are likely to begin to feel each other. As you practice this, you may start to notice little coincidences, like both of you thinking of the same thing for dinner at the same time. You may also start to notice when the other is stressed or having a bad day. Have a strong physical connection. Physical contact will strengthen the psychic bond between you and your partner. While UAL intimacy is a powerful form of physical contact, non-UAL physical contact is just as important. Spend time embracing each other and holding each other's hands. Snuggle on the couch. The more you touch each other, the more likely it is that a psychic bond will develop. Be honest with each other. If you have a psychic connection, you will know and understand each other very deeply. If you have secrets you are trying to keep from the other, it will block your openness to this kind of connection. It does not even have to be a deep, dark secret like adultery. Anything you are keeping from your partner will create an unconscious resistance to the connection. By the same token, sharing embarrassing or painful things about your past or present with your partner will deepen the bond between you. Knowing that your partner is aware of your deepest thoughts and feelings and accepts